Hello nieces and niece-stews, how are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. My name is SavingsFashionista. She is I am her, and you have arrived to Nieces Nation. And over here in Nieces Nation, we do mainly things fragrances, whether it is body or home, and there are times where I will douse in a little bit of this or a little bit of that. But today we are here to talk about fragrances. Last week, you guys, I started this little idea I've been playing with, and this particular series is called This or That, the same, similar, or different. And what I have been learning with this new venture I'm taking with trying other niche brand as well as designer brand fragrances, I am coming upon fragrances that are kind of like duplicating their DNAs. And it's almost like, do you really need them both, or do they serve something different? They're a lot alike, but it's something that it provides differently. So I've been learning that on this little voyage that I am on, and I just want to share it with you guys. All right, so the two fragrances that I want to talk to you today, one is a niche brand fragrance. The other one is a top designer brand fragrance. And the first fragrance is BDK's Rouge Smoking. Look at this bottle. How iconic is this bottle? You know what this bottle reminds me of? Have you ever seen or been to New York and you see those homes or those buildings, apartment buildings, and they're like on a curve, and they kind of form in the way of a curve? So that's what this bottle kind of reminds me of. It kind of forms in a curve. It kind of curves off, and then it just goes back on the parallel sides. So this is the BDK, very heavy bottle, beautiful, beautiful juice inside. This is a cherry color juice, and this is like a cherry fragrance. So we're going to talk about some of the pros and cons that I've heard about it, and the differences that I've heard about it, and what I feel this cologne provides. So the top notes in Rouge Smoking are cherry, pink pepper, and bergamot. The hard notes are black vanilla husk, heliotrope, orange blossom. The base notes are tonka bean, cashmere wood, white musk, ambroxan, lavender, and violet. Now you guys, when I give you detailed information on fragrances, I like to provide the longevity, the projection, the sillage, the gender profile, the fragrance class, as well as the brand class, which I already shared. This is a niche brand fragrance. So the longevity, when I speak of longevity, longevity means how long can I smell this fragrance from nose to skin contact, meaning that I do this or I do this, nose to skin or close to skin contact, close to nose contact. So it's about 6 hours. The projection to me means how long can I smell this fragrance without making nose to clothes or nose to skin contact, and that's about an hour. It projects for about an hour. The sillage, I would rate it as a 4 to 10. The gender profile, of course, it is recommended for unisex, and I think that it's pretty balanced in a sense. And the fragrance class, it is an amber fragrance. All right, now you guys, I've heard people say that this fragrance smells like Dr. Pepper, root beer, cherry soda, and just all sorts of things. So when you hear someone say that something smells like something that you can consume, it naturally puts you into like, this is a gourmand fragrance. In a sense, I can say that it is, in a sense, because cherries, you can eat them. However, when you have a very high cherry note, I don't think about eating it. I think of it as a body or a home fragrance. So my opinion, the closest that I can relate this to is probably a cherry cola, like a cherry Pepsi or a cherry Coke or something along those lines. It doesn't smell like root beer to me, and it doesn't smell like, well, Dr. Pepper is kind of like a cherry cola, so it's closer to like a Dr. Pepper in my opinion, because root beer smells like It smells like it has more vanilla in it than cherry. So this is a very nice fragrance, you guys. I would highly recommend this fragrance if you are a pink pepper lover. It is really nice. The cherry note is there. The powdery note is there. That tonka bean, it's definitely in there. And that powdery note, it comes from that cashmere wood. So if you are a cashmere or a musk fan, I definitely recommend this, because throughout the wear of the fragrance, I get remnants of the pink pepper, the cashmere, as well as the white musk. And I guess the black musk also. I don't know exactly what black vanilla husk smell like. But it is a really nice fragrance. I've only worn it probably 2 times. And I did wear it when it was, like cooler, more like springtime. I cannot wait to experience it in a more cool, moderate climate. I don't think that it's a good wear for the summer. I do think that you could possibly get away with it at night in the summer, but I do think that a gentleman can get away with it in the daytime in the summer. It is very nice, you guys. It's kind of like a fan favorite from the BDK line. So those are my thoughts, and we're going to get right into the next fragrance. Okay, Nistas and Nistos, the next fragrance that's a part of this or that is none other than Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. Alright, so this is Lost Cherry by Tom Ford. It was brought to us in 2018. The top notes in Lost Cherry are sour cherry, bitter almond, liqueur. The heart notes are sour cherry, plum, Turkish rose, jasmine sambac. The base notes are tonka bean, vanilla, Peru balsam, cinnamon, benzoin, sandalwood, clove, cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. The longevity is 4 to 5 hours. The projection is about an hour. The sillage is, I would say, anywhere between a 3 and a 4 out of a 10. The fragrance class is amber floral. The brand class, of course, is top designer, Mr. Tom Ford. And the gender profile, it is unisex. Alright, so in my opinion, I think depending on the season, the time, this is a balanced fragrance for either gender, female or male. So I think they did a really good job with balancing that out. Look how beautiful the bottle is. It's nothing you can say about the outside of this. All right, now let me give you my input on Tom Ford Lost Cherry. It's something in this fragrance that reminds me of a very cute little boy. But he's just aggy. He's just rambunctious. He always into some. He cute as all get out. The presentation is immaculate. And he has a really nice, he's a sweet person. But he gonna always do something to just be like, ooh. So that is what this gives me. I want to say that it is the combination of, or it could just be one, of the Peru balsam in combination with the clove, cedar, patchouli, or vetiver. I don't know what it is in this fragrance. This fragrance reminds me so much of some hair grease. It just reminds me of hair grease. I've been experiencing hair grease. I experienced hair grease all the way up into 2018 until my great grandmother passed away, because she believed in hair grease. You got to buy hair grease and grease her scalp. And this puts me in the mind of either that blue magic or that green magic, whatever magic it is. But I don't know what it is that's giving me that hair greasy smell. When you first apply this, oh, she's so cute. She's so pretty. It's just cute. It's kind of cute, but at the same time, she's pretty in the same voice. You get that that sour cherry liqueur note. It is definitely there. I pick up on the plum. I pick up on the almond. But whatever that's in here, it has to be one of those spices or one of those woody notes that it just sticks. It just sticks in my nose. It holds on to my nose. And it takes away from this fragrance for me. because I've worn this fragrance times, and I've gotten kind of nauseated depending on, you know, how I was feeling. My sinuses, you know, they have a mind of their own. I definitely don't favor this when it's really warm. I definitely think that this is a cold fragrance for me. And it's just one note or two notes or whatever it is in here that smells like hair grease that I wish that I could take away. And this would be probably in one of my top 10s. But because of that, I probably would never purchase this again if it runs out. But I don't discourage you from purchasing it, because I think what I'm dealing with it's just something personal with me and my sinuses that is not agreeing with one of these high spices or high woody notes in this fragrance. So if I had to do this or that, it would definitely be this. Because to give you some type of personification behind it, this is like, okay, the girl that she works in corporate America. She wants to hit the bar. She's gonna drink her overly sweet liqueur cherry drink, possibly get drunk, can't go to work, or either go to work with a hangover. But this boss right here, she works on Wall Street. So the most she's going to have is probably like a smooth vodka or a smooth Courvoisier, and you're going to douse some of those cherries out of the jar inside of it on the rocks, and she's going to take it very slow and smooth, and she's just going to be mellow for the rest of the day. They both are fun, but this girl right here, she just kind of, she's a step apart, if you follow what I'm saying. I like them both. This is your overly good time girl, but this is your sophisticated, more rigid, more put together girl, in my opinion, because that powdery almondy, not almondy, that powdery pink pepperish musky cashmere note that it has is everything. So are they the same? Nope. Are they similar? The only thing that makes them similar is that they have that cherry note in them, and they're, you know, expensive perfumes, and they are definitely have a lot of differences in them. So this is the BDK Rouge Smoking, which would be my this, and this is the Tom Ford Lost Cherry, which also has a fan favorite. So I want to thank you again for this edition of This or That. Please leave any comments below if you have them both, if you've tried them both, if you want to experience them, one or the other. And I'll see you guys in the next video. And do not forget, you, yes you are great. Bye-bye.